I've had a war with slugs for many years in many places, and I've used the baits and the beer and traps. But the latest thing I've come up with seems to be one of the best. And here in wet Hilo, Hawaii, you need the best slug trap that you can get. And it's sort of unique. I have the trap plugged up so I can show you hopefully what's underneath here. And there's a slug. There's the slugs. There's two together. These are Cuban slugs, and so they are in the process of mating. And the neat thing is these slug traps are draw them to a safe place to lay their eggs. So it's nothing unusual to me to find a nest of like 25 or 30 slug eggs. So what I do with them is I just have a jar of salt water. This one's been used a lot, in a plastic jar sitting out here, and I have a pair of spaghetti tongs, and I lift them up. Oh, they're still together. And I drop them into the slug trap bait, or it's just salt. I put like a tablespoon of salt in a plastic bottle and just leave them out here. And there's nothing under there. So I'll show you what the trap itself is like. This one's been out here for some time, and all it is a plant tray, and the secret ingredient in it is this cardboard has rotted, but the thing that they like so much is just these pond plants. This is Sylvania and Azolla, and there's a little parrot feather in here still surviving. But this tray was full of these pond plants when I started, but it's been out here for several months, or maybe it could have been in a different place. And the cardboard is, as you can see, has been here for a while too. But that's just to keep the pond weeds from drying out, because you need a moist surface for them to crawl under. We have semi-slugs here. Don't have quite as many of those, and it does attract them. So I leave the slug traps in an area as long as I'm still catching slugs now and then. This is the first slugs I've caught in here for a week or so. But this is just a little vegetable garden I have here. Some chives here, and some a little green here, and I've got some onions and kale starting back there, and some of these things like chives we eat raw, and sometimes even the kale. And unfortunately the slugs here in Hawaii carry a very bad disease, so the last thing you want is slug slime on things that you eat raw. So that's why I'm always concerned about wiping out the slugs and not having any slug damage. I seldom ever see slug damage on my vegetables, and it's because I've been so diligent with all these trays sitting around wherever I grow vegetables, and any kind of vegetables. So in some areas seems like I've wiped them out, and I just, once I'm no longer collecting slugs there, I just move the tray somewhere else. So the pond plants that just take out of the pond seem to be the magic trick. I've tried grass clippings; they don't seem to work. So you could experiment and see what you might find that would have wouldn't be as effective if you don't have an excess of water plants. But water hyacinths are very easy to grow in where they're in the summertime. They don't last through the winter, but here they last through the winter. So I'm just really pleased with this method of catching slugs.